Fighting like cats and dogs. It is an idiom found in almost every culture. But biologically, do they actually hate each other? The short answer is no. Hatred is a human emotion. Animals operate on instinct, resource management, and survival strategies. To understand their conflict, we must look at their operating systems. Dogs run Pack OS 1.0. They are social predators evolved to coordinate. Cats run Solitary OS 2.0. They are ambush predators evolved to work alone. One relies on clear communication, the other relies on stealth. The disaster begins with translation errors. The most dangerous misunderstanding is the tail signal. For a dog, a high, loose wag is a welcome sign. It releases pheromones from the anal glands, signaling, I am friendly. For a cat, a lashing tail is a sign of high arousal and irritation. It is the precursor to a strike. Scenario A, the dog sees the wagging tail of a cat and thinks a friend. He approaches, the cat strikes. The dog is confused. Misunderstanding number 2, the play bow. Dogs drop their front elbows to signal everything I do next is a joke. To a cat, this stalking crouch looks exactly like a predator preparing to launch an attack. It triggers a fight or flight response. Look at the ears. A submissive dog pins its ears back to say, I am not a threat. A cat pins its ears back. Airplane ears to protect them from being torn off in a fight. Same gesture, opposite meaning. Eye contact is the third strike. Dogs use staring to demand attention or challenge rank. For a cat, a direct stare is a declaration of war. Their sign of trust is the slow blink, breaking eye contact. The belly trap. A dog exposes its belly to ask for a rub. It is the ultimate submission. A cat exposes its belly to liberate all 4 sets of claws for defense. It is not an invitation. It is a bear trap. So, what happens without human interference? Will they fight to the death? In 90% of cases, the answer is avoidance. Cats are risk-averse. They know a dog is larger and has a bone, crushing jaw. The real danger is predatory drift. This is a neurological switch in the dog's brain. If the cat stands still, the dog investigates. But if the cat runs, the movement triggers the dog's instinct to chase prey. This is why huskies or terriers are dangerous to cats. Their genetic code screams, chase small furry things. But the cat has a secret weapon, psychological warfare. A cat's weapon is precision. A dog's weapon is blunt force. A dog's nose is sensitive. One accurate swipe to the nose causes immense pain and shock. This is why in many homes, the 10-pound cat rules the 80-pound dog. The dog learns that the small fluff ball carries knives. A landmark study from Tel Aviv University analyzed 170 households with both pets. The results were surprising. They found that in 66% of homes, the pets were indifferent. In 25%, they were friends. In only 9%, they fought. The key variable was age. For success, the cat must be adopted before 6 months, and the dog before 1 year. If introduced young, they learn a pigeon language. The dog learns that a tail swish means stop, not play. The study also found that cats are better at learning dog language than dogs are at learning cat language. The nose boop is their common ground. Both species greet by sniffing faces. It is the diplomatic handshake. However, the butt sniff is a violation. Dog sniff rears to say hello. Cats find this incredibly rude and invasive. Resource guarding is a major flashpoint. Dogs are gorgers. They eat fast. Cats are grazers. They eat slow. A dog views a cat's half-full bowl as abandoned food. The cat views the dog's theft as a territorial declaration of war. Let's look at their drinking mechanics. Dogs use their tongue as a backward scoop, splashing water everywhere. Cats use fluid dynamics. They touch the water and pull a column up, closing their mouth before gravity breaks it. The litter box is another conflict zone. To a dog, cat feces are, unfortunately, a snack. To a cat, this is the ultimate violation of privacy. Vertical space is the peacemaker. Dogs live on a 2D plane. Cats live in 3D. If a cat has a high escape route, aggression drops to near zero. They just watch the peasant dog from their throne. Biology dictates their senses. A dog's world is smell. They have 300 million olfactory receptors compared to a cat at 60 million. But a cat's world is motion. Their vision is tuned to detect movement 10 times better than a dog. In low lights, the cat wins. They need only 1/6 of the light a human needs. Dogs are good at night, but cats are masters. Hearing, the cat dominates. Dogs hear up to 45 codes. Cats hear up to 64 codes. Whiskers versus muzzle. A dog uses its muzzle to manipulate. A cat uses whiskers to measure. Anatomy defines their fighting style. Dogs have fixed shoulder blades. They are built for running and biting forward. Cats have floating clavicles. Their shoulders are not attached by bone. This allows them to grapple. This is why a cat can wrap its front legs around a dog's head. It is a wrestling move. A dog cannot replicate. Teeth comparison. Dogs have 42 teeth designed for crushing and tearing. Their jaw pressure is their finisher. Cats have 30 teeth. They lack crushing molars. Their teeth are like surgical scalpels, designed to sever the spinal cord. In a fight, a dog shakes its head to break a neck. A cat bites the neck to sever the cord. Both are lethal, but different techniques. Yet, despite these weapons, they engage in allogrooming, mutual grooming. Why? The cat's tongue is sandpaper papillae. It mimics the feeling of a mother's tongue. It lowers the dog's heart rate. Oxytocin flows in both species during this interaction. They are literally drugging each other with love hormones. Thermal tactics. Dogs run hotter. 101 minus 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Cats crave heat. To a cat, a dog is a biological heater. The sleep pile is an ancient survival instinct. In the wild, solitude means freezing. Together means survival. Contagious yawning. Studies show dogs catch yawns from humans. But do they catch them from cats? Paw usage. Dogs use paws to run and hold down. Cats use paws to manipulate, open, and strike. Territory marking. Dogs mark the perimeter urine. Cats mark the core cheek rubbing. When a cat rubs its cheek on a dog, it is sharing scent. It is claiming the dog as my property. The wall conflict. Dogs love to explore new territory. Cats are agoraphobic, fear of open spaces generally. Window watching. For a cat, the window is TV. For a dog, it is a duty station to bark at intruders. The purr versus the growl. Scientists found that the frequency of a purr, 25 to 150 Hz, can promote bone healing. Dogs do not have this healing frequency, but their presence lowers human blood pressure. Both are healers in different ways. What about size? A Great Dane versus a Munchkin. Size does not determine the winner, attitude does. Pack mentality versus colony mentality. Dogs accept a leader. Cats accept a roommate. Trainability. Dogs work for praise and food. Cats work for, well, mostly just high-value food. Brain structure. The dog-S brain is 20% larger relative to size. But the cat-S brain has more surface folding and structure similar to humans. Neuron count. Dogs have about 530 million cortical neurons. Cats have about 250 million. Problem solving. Dogs look to humans for help. Cats try to solve it themselves. Mirror test. Neither species typically passes the mirror test self-recognition. They think it is another animal. Domestication timeline. Dogs, 30,000 years. Cats, 10,000 years. Dogs are more finished. Cats are still half. Wild. Genetic divergence. Dogs are 99.9% wolf. Cats are 95.6% tiger. Sleeping habits. Dogs engage in polyphasic sleep, mainly naps. Cats are crepuscular sleepers, active dawn-dusk. Do they dream of each other? Brainwave studies show both enter REM sleep and act-out dreams. The happy tail injury. Large dogs wag tail so hard they bleed. Cats never do this. Their tail is controlled. Greeting ritual. Dog a chaos, jumping, licking cat. The question mark tail and a leg rub. Water aversion. Most dogs love water. Most cats hate it. This is due to the cat's desert ancestry versus the dog's varied ancestry. Coat maintenance. Cats spend 30 to 50% of their waking life grooming. Dogs rely on us or mud for coat care. Fleas prefer cats, but ticks prefer dogs. Chemical defenses differ. Permethrin warning. Many dog flea treatments are fatal to cats. Their livers cannot process the toxin. Diet. Dogs are omnivores. Cats are obligate carnivores. A dog can survive on vegan food technically. A cat will go blind and die. Gut length. A dog's intestine is longer to digest plant matter. A cat's is short and acidic to handle raw meat bacteria. Sweet tooth. Dogs love sugar. Cats have a genetic mutation that deletes the sweetness receptor. They cannot taste candy. Toxicity. Chocolate kills dogs. Lilies kill cats. Know your poisons. Object permanence. Dogs are better at remembering where a hidden toy is than cats. Vocabulary. The average dog can learn 165 words. The average cat. We don't know because they refuse to take the test. Name recognition. Studies prove cats do know their names. They just choose not to respond. Dogs respond to pleas. Speed. Greyhound, 45 miles per hour. House cat, 30 miles per hour. But the cat has faster acceleration. Stamina. Dogs are marathon runners, sweat through tongue. Cats are sprinters, overhead quickly. Retractable claws. Cats keep them sharp by retracting. Dogs have dull, non-retractable cleats for traction. Tracks. You can tell them apart in mud. Dog tracks show claw marks. Cat tracks do not. Flexibility. A cat's spine can rotate more than a dog's, allowing the riding reflex to land on feet. Balance. The cat's tail is a counterweight. The dog's tail is a rudder and signal flag. Dolichocephalic long-nosed dogs have a blind spot under their nose. Cats have better close-range vision. Actually, no. Both are far-sighted. Anything closer than 25 centimeters is blurry to a cat. They feel it with whiskers. Social learning. Dogs look to humans to solve problems. Cats look to other cats or learn by doing. Left pawed versus right pawed. Both species show lateralization. Male cats tend to be left pawed, females right. Gender dynamics. Female cats are often more aggressive to other cats than male cats are. Neoteny. Dogs retain puppy-like traits forever, floppy ears. Cats mature into adult hunters. Barking is a trait of domestication. Wolves rarely bark. Dogs bark to talk to us. Cats meow to talk to us. They are both invasive species. But cats are more destructive to local wildlife birds than dogs. The cat bell debate. Does it save birds? Studies say yes, reducing kills by 50%. Leash laws. Why dogs must be leashed and cats roam free. Legal double standards are changing. Return to owner rates. Lost dogs are found 20% of the time. Lost cats, less than 2%. Collar safety. Dog collars are solid. Cat collars must be breakaway to prevent hanging. Pain masking. Dogs whine when in pain. Cats hide it. Evolutionarily, a sick cat is a dead cat. Lifespan. Indoor cats 15 plus years. Generally outlive large dogs 10 to 12 years. Heart rate. Cat 140 to 220 BPM. Dog 60 to 140 BPM. The cat engine runs faster. The cat person versus dog person personality traits. Studies show dog owners are more extroverted, cat owners more open to experience. Can they be trained together? Yes. Clicker training works on both, but the reward must be higher for the cat. Tuna versus dry kibble. Coexistence is the norm, not the exception. If introduced right, we are the bridge. Humans are the pack leader for the dog and the resource provider for the cat. They are yin and yang, chaos and order, energy and calm. Do they understand each other? Not fully, but they understand family, and that is enough. Science says, avoidance is natural, friendship is learned, war is misunderstood. Thank you for watching this deep dive into interspecies politics. Are you team dog, team cat, or team chaos? Both. Subscribe to decode more animal behavior. Thank you for watching.